What I am going to do real quick, this is a little hack thing I do, so these don't get messed up. I'm not going to play with these tonight, but I'm going to do something so they don't get messed up with my older pens at the studio. I'm going to take this lovely orange tape and just do a quick loop around each one on the body so I know that they are the brand new ones I just got. Sometimes I'll write the date on stuff for this, but I don't have any other ones that have dates on them, so it doesn't really matter, but I may still do that at the studio if I have a minute. But so just basic, simple little tape job there, and that way I know at the studio these are brand new. I just got them. I do that with my pens too, especially pens I use a lot. I'm going to lower this down a bit so I can maybe at least see what I'm doing without having to stand up on screen. There we go. So yeah, I'm covering up the directions here because I know how to use these, and I don't want to cover up the size of the tip or the color, because I mean obviously the pen cap will go up a little bit so the focus doesn't act weird. I'll just stand up and do this, I guess. Probably go faster. Some good ASMR for you tonight. The tape I'm using is StuMac tape. It's actually it's for StuMac's a guitar like repair mod site where you can get a bunch of supplies. The desk behind me is my guitar workbench where I do all that stuff, and so yeah, this is like their equivalent of like a low tack like art tape. Like it's masking tape, but it's not supposed to be as like strong as like regular tape. So it's perfect for something like this. I'm gonna zoom out a little bit here so we get not missing any of the action. There we go, that looks better. Okay. So like I said, I'm just gonna do this real quick, just do a quick loop around them so I know these are brand new. They get mixed up with my other ones at the studio. I mean, I'll put them back in the box I have, but you know, once I get in the zone and stuff at the studio, things are gonna get thrown around and mixed up and everything. And this helps with that. So like I said, I do the same thing with my pens. As an example here. So the great thing about this wireless mic is I can walk all the way to the other side of the room and it doesn't matter. I'm sure I've shown this before, but so like on this Micron here, you can see I got these in April of this year. Whoop, there we go. Same thing with these ones. So I'll, you know, it helps me know which ones are new, but also kind of helps me know how quickly I go through them. Which that's not as a big a deal, but as me just knowing, hey, these are the new ones, use those first. So yes, Lansing Pride, next Saturday is my next show. Is my first time selling at Pride. I helped out Steph there last year and we had a lot of fun. So I am looking forward to selling there for the first time. We're sharing a tent because it's a one-day event and it's not feasible really for us to set up 2 tents in the short amount of time we have for our setup window. Because while our fancy festival tents are great, they take a long time to set up, and just one of them takes, you know, a couple hours, and you times that by 2. Granted, you know, we're sharing the work a bit, but it's still, you know, we're looking at hours to set up both of our tents completely. And this is definitely more of an easy up type of show, but we don't really use those anymore. So we'll just share one of our fancy tents and just get that up as quick as we can. And Steph is working on a great layout to evenly distribute everything. So we'll have simplified setups, and won't have everything we usually do. I guess in my case, it'll probably just mainly be I won't have all my big canvas stuff on the walls, which is fine. Okay, so these are all good to go. I take these to the studio. I know these are my new pens, so use up my old ones first, but you know, I could have waited and probably bought them, but you know, I was there, and like I said, I had gift cards and stuff, and I'm gonna need these because these are mainly what, well, yeah, they are mainly what I use for making my scrap tunes, which are where I make little funny cartoon stuff on old encyclopedia or other papers. And they're great for that because they're opaque and they dry pretty quick and they layer really well. Oops. So yeah, I've used Poscas for years now. They're great. I love them. I'm excited to try out the new brush tip ones when they come out. I think I do have, maybe this is like a new version of it or something, because I feel like I do have some sort of brush tip one that may have just been, they may have just done them in black. That's what it was, because the one I have is in black, and maybe now they're doing them in color, and that's what the new thing is, and I enjoyed that a lot. So yeah, Posca pens, they're great. They're fun. I always go back and forth about calling them pens or markers. I guess it doesn't matter. They don't really describe it either way, so I guess it doesn't matter. Okay, so that was fun.